PNM Tobago Council political leader Ansel Dennis has slammed the UNC after the Tobago autonomy bill was not passed in the House of Representatives, Parliament, on December 9th. The bill failed to acquire a special majority, 3/5. 21 government members voted for the bill and 16 members of the opposition voted against. In a Facebook post on December 9th, Dennis said, "The bill's Constitution Amendment Bill and Tobago Island Government Bill, which proposed significant improvements to Tobago's governance structure, got no support from the UNC and consequently failed." Ansel Dennis, PNM Tobago Council political leader and new government senator. File photo. He accused the opposition of political gamesmanship by using amendments suggested by THA Chief Secretary Farley Augustine to criticize the bills. "What we had for the entire committee process today was blatant game-playing and references to Farley's jokey amendments dispatched via WhatsApp this morning. They could not put Tobago's business before their own narrow political interest. This reminds me of 1996, when all former NAR leader A.N.R. Robinson got from his then UNC friends and partners in government was an arrangement that inflicted complete cabinet control upon Tobago, to the extent that we cannot even now pass a law for Tobago. We will continue to exist and operate in Tobago under the limited provisions of the current THA Act 40 of 1996. He said Tobago's budget will continue to be limited to $2.5 billion and not over $4 billion, subject to the actual national budget, a loss to Tobago of $1.5 billion a year. The autonomy bill had proposed Tobago receive a minimum 6.8% of the national budget, instead of the minimum 4.03% as recommended by the Dispute Resolution Commission in 2000. Dennis argued, "The effect of this is that we continue to have a THA legislature with zero lawmaking powers, and matters requiring legislative intervention will continue to languish. I do not know if in my lifetime another opportunity will arise to fix this long-standing impropriety, but what I do know is that this is a sad day for Tobago and Tobagonians." In a media release on December 9th, Augustine suggested several amendments to the bills. He said Clause 8 of the Constitution Amendment Bill, although providing lawmaking power, is listed in a schedule attached to the companion legislation, the Tobago Island Government Bill. The people of Tobago are of the view that these matters should be entrenched in the Constitution. Placing them in the TIG has the effect of making the laws passed by the TIG subordinate to national laws, consequently making them inferior and not of equal status. Augustine said the bills also restrict the TIG to making laws for the land area only. It cannot make laws to govern activities in the marine areas such as Baku Reef, Pigeon Point, or Speyside. Augustine suggested an amendment to rectify this. He also took umbrage with the Tobago Island Government Bill, noting that it did not reflect the wishes of Tobagonians. Tobagonians were not consulted in any meaningful manner of the provisions and form of government prescribed in the TIG Bill 2021. He called for it to be withdrawn as it infringes on Tobagonians' right to self-determination. He said a governance structure would be debated and agreed upon in the Assembly legislature. In a post on Facebook on December 9th, after the bill failed to pass, Augustine said, "Nothing is worse than when your relative who is in the seat of power is nothing but a house slave that ignores the real dreams and aspirations of those he left behind in the field in Tobago." He concluded with the hashtags, #HouseSlaveMentality, #WickedPimp.